So we're gonna take off. We're gonna just do a right downwind departure. We're gonna set a heading for 084. Start executing the Navlog until you divert us. Anything prior to rotation speed 73 knots. We're gonna pull our power. We're gonna use our runway to stop. Anything after rotation speed, after takeoff, we're gonna use what little energy we have. We're gonna nose the plane forward, look for a place to land, probably Beach Boulevard, depending on the situation. Anything in pattern altitude, we're up. We're gonna come back and try to land. If any of that is not possible, this is our last resort, caps. But we have to be at least 600 feet above the ground to use, so that's our decision point.
Perfect.
Any questions?
I like it. No questions.
Yeah.
No questions. Beautiful.
Hey, traffic. Over Disney will be a left base for 24.
Say was inbound helicopter. What was your position for Fullerton?
We're just on the west side of Disney. We're going to be on a long left base for runway 24.
Roger, thank you.
Good traffic. 16 Alpha. We are 3 miles to the.
So he's right there. I'm assuming.
Why would we use our iPad and not the airplane to see him?
True. Traffic 4 o'clock. So he's.
I don't think that's him. But
That's-
does that look like him there?
That looks like him there.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's acknowledge the message, clear it, and exit traffic. Good. Solid. Yeah, it's very easy to fall into
Helicopter Chalk 1 is on a 1.5 mile final straight.
using your iPad. There's a whole plane in front of us. Solid. Solid. And you see the traffic?
Yep.
Cool. Perfection. Now, it can't hurt to get your brain warmed up.
Right.
Once we take the runway, what are you going to do? Get your brain in the mix.
So I'm going to hit this.
That's when we start our takeoff roll.
Okay.
As we start taking the runway, let's start there. You're going to do your flow. What will that include?
Sure. Kind of already did it, but fuel, boost, mixture, flaps, go up. Make sure this is good, unlimited. We're going to take that off, yep.
Good, solid. Once you start taking the, advancing the power for takeoff, you hit this thing,
Yep.
the timer. Excellent, solid, good, good. Anytime you sit, you hold short of the runway, just think, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?
24 will be offsetting for the Cardinal ramp.
That's a big chopper.
No.
Is that medical?
I mean, that is a big boy.
It looks like a medical thing. Yeah. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Fullerton Tower, Helicopter Chalk 1, clear the access.
All right.
Fullerton traffic, White Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, taking the active runway 24 for a right downwind departure, Fullerton.
Good. What did we say we'll do when we take the runway? Excellent. And let's exit the traffic. Anytime you acknowledge and clear, you want to exit the traffic. Good.
Okay, final is clear.
Excellent.
Fullerton traffic, Sling 1488 Mike on the VR Alpha. We're at 2600 over the Seal Beach VOR. Fullerton traffic.
He's no factor. You ready to go?
Ready to go. What did we say? Well, there you go. Good.
Okay, power's coming in. Engine is in the green, airspeed is alive. Looking for 73. Some funky wind. Flaps coming up.
Traffic, traffic.
Start making a right turn. Approaching traffic, White Cirrus is right crosswind, Fullerton.
2-4. Right cross.
Off runway 24, Fullerton.
Even yesterday with your crosswind calls,
Yeah.
for some reason you don't say the 2-4 in the crosswind, but you said 2-4 on all the other ones.
Right.
Call.
And Fullerton traffic, White Cirrus, 7 Star Delta is on a right downwind off of 24, Fullerton.
Fullerton traffic, sling 88 Mike, we're on the VOR Alpha, we're 1 mile
Traffic,
north of
traffic.
Seal Beach VOR 2,300. We'll
Forget autopilot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The field and do the published miss.
We'll just fly the airplane. Let's click flight director to clear that whole thing. Good. Good. So now there's our heading.
Yep.
And what's our cruise altitude?
9,500.
Awesome. So what should we see on our timer when we reach 95?
We should see 12 minutes.
Cool. How about fuel used?
5 gallons.
Cool. Do you see up there where you could see the fuel used?
Yes.
Cool. Easy?
Yep.
So when we get there, we look here.
Yep.
And we look there.
Yep.
And we compare to there.
Got it.
I love it. Jimmy, child's play. Child's play. Good stuff. Now, if you want, go ahead and engage autopilot safely. And you're verifying what? Excellent. Heading, indicated airspeed 101.
Fullerton traffic,
Good.
996 Florida Lima with a 5760, fallen 57 towards Cal statement, straight in for 24, or Fullerton.
More right rudder.
Fullerton traffic, Cherokee 4 for Foxtrot Tango, going to taxi via Alpha to runway 24 from run-up area.
Fullerton traffic 1488 Mike is 2.5 south of the field, inbound VOR Alpha, going to be going miss south of the field.
I'm on the rudder with you here.
Yeah, I feel it.
There we go. See that?
Yeah.
Triangle straight.
Yep.
Good. Get used to, get a feel for how much pressure your foot needs to be pressing on that. All right.
733 Alpha
Good.
Delta.
We could go ahead and switch off Fullerton.
It's inbound, we've got weather.
Just turn it down.
Yeah.
And Fullerton traffic, 996 Florida Lima.
There we go.
733 Alpha.
Solid.
We'll be following behind you guys.
Talk to me again. What time and fuel should we be seeing when we get to our top of climb?
We should see 12 minutes here on the counter and 5 gallons right there.
I like it.
We're right behind you guys. We have you in sight, and we'll follow you in.
Sounds good.
Roger. We just haven't heard from tower yet.
And then the checkpoint after the top of climb is what?
Lake Matthews.
Cool. So that should be easy to see, a big blue body of water in front of us.
Yep.
I love it.
Either doing your homework with.
Solid. See any traffic off our left?
Roger that. Thank you.
I do not.
No? Cool.
Traffic.
Yeah, I do. Below us.
Below us?
Yep, way below us, behind us.
Traffic, traffic.
Let's see.
He's right there.
No, there's one in front of us. Right here, inside. See him right here?
Yep, got him.
Cool. No factor. All right, let's go ahead and... Oh, it's gone.
Yep.
See him?
Yes.
Cool.
Fullerton traffic, Cessna 999-157. We're going to go to the water treatment plant, give you a little space. Fullerton traffic.
Nice work on the rudder. Good. Good stuff, Jims. Beautiful. Now, looking out the window,
Yeah.
are we able to see our next checkpoint?
I can't from here until we nose over, but yeah, I can see it up there to the left.
Can see it?
Yeah.
So let's ditch Dead Reckoning
Okay.
and switch to what?
A pilotage.
Good. And let's steer the airplane visually towards the next checkpoint, which we're going to anyway. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Cool. Literally do whatever you need to do from this point out to steer the airplane towards Lake Matthews. Excellent. Excellent. Good. What did you figure your ground speed will be for this climb?
Fullerton traffic, 73 Alpha Delta.
It was 108.
Ground speed, not true airspeed.
Ground speed was 116.
Cool. What's our ground
We're
speed?
121.
We're off by 5. Not bad.
Right.
You see that?
Yep.
Cool. Are you putting 1 to 1 together?
Yes.
Good. What's our true airspeed right now?
True speed's 115.
Good. And you plan 108?
Yep.
Make sense?
Yep.
Cool. Solid.
Fullerton traffic, Cessna 996-157. Over the water treatment plant.
How much fuel did we use so far?
3.4.
Cool.
Should be 5.
What should this say when we reach our top of climb?
12.
4 mile final for 24.
What should this say when we reach our top of climb?
Sorry.
What's that then?
9.5.
Perfect. Good. So when should it read 12?
We're at Lake Matthews.
Excellent. Good. So we're coming up on
We're coming up on top of climb.
coming up on 7, so we have 2.5 minutes to not fall behind our plan.
Right.
Excellent. And we have just under 3,000 feet left to climb. Are you engaged? Is your brain with it? You get it?
Yep.
Solid. Perfect. Good. Good work. Could we have a situation where we're ahead in terms of time, but behind in terms of fuel?
Sure.
Excellent. Or the other way around?
Yep.
Excellent. Solid. Good. See, like Matthews, we're still moving towards it?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, just keep staring towards Lake Matthews. Do you see it? If you don't see it, you don't see it. Don't go crazy. It's
Yeah.
all good. All
It's a
good.
little to the right, right?
So to the right, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, whatever we need to do. Excellent. Obviously, we're also looking at airspace.
Yep.
Excellent, solid. Always terrain, airspace, traffic, our checkpoint. There's a lot of things that go into this. The thing about flight training is that we have to train in the real world. We can't go to an airspace area where this is not, it's just it's not a simulator.
Right.
So sometimes we do well, most of the time we do training when there's also the real world happening around us. So there's a lot to look at.
Fullerton traffic.
Fullerton traffic, 73 Alpha Delta, 3 miles to the north. We're going to join the downwind, 24 Fullerton.
Beautiful. We said we'll show up to our top of climb,
9.5.
9.5, and we'll use 4. Are we currently ahead or behind on our fuel?
We're behind.
Excellent. You have 1,500 feet to go. Do you think we'll be ahead or behind on our time?
We'll be pretty. We'll be behind.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Because we have about 30 seconds to go here, and we're doing about 800 feet a minute.
Yeah.
That's 2 minutes for 1,000 feet. We have 1,300 to go.
Yeah.
So we'll be behind by about 1.5 minutes. But we could be catching up by the time we reach Lake Matthews. We could be back on schedule. So we'll see what that looks like.
Fullerton traffic, Cessna
What do we say here?
1,000 to go.
Excellent, solid, good.
4 miles to the east.
Solid work.
Number 3 to land. That's Fullerton. Fullerton traffic.
Fullerton traffic, 73 Alpha Delta. We're joining the downwind, 24 Fullerton.
And it can't hurt to also go 500 to go, right? It just keeps you in the game, engaged, situational awareness. None of this hurts and it's free.
500 to go.
Excellent, solid. Good. Good work.
Fullerton traffic, Cessna 909-157 approaching from the north, bounce, trade in, runway 24, 909-157 Fullerton traffic.
And we'll make sure the autopilot does its thing.
Fullerton traffic, 73 Alpha Delta, turn to base, 24, Fullerton.
There it is. I'll call it 11 minutes.
All right.
And 5.1.
Excellent. And next we look out. We steer towards our next checkpoint. Do you see Lake Matthews?
I do not.
Off here to our right.
It's all right. Okay.
You could use this here.
Right.
Steer towards Lake Matthews. Excellent. Good. Now adjust the power. Do your cruise checklist.
Yep.
That's good. Little less. Back to east, 090. See it right there?
Yeah.
Excellent, cool. Good. All right, bring the power back. Cruise checklist, whatever power setting you planned for, what was that?
61%.
Cool. There we go. Now mind you, as you lean the mixture, your power percentage will come down, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
Fullerton traffic last air, 3 Tango Alpha is 5 miles to the north, inbound for a, looks like a left downwind for 24.
What should we read when we're above it?
We're almost above it. We're going to read our fuel and our time.
And what should those two things read?
Those things should read 12 minutes and 5 gallons.
Cool. All right, let's finish with leaning. Are you done? Good. Back to map. Excellent. Beautiful. So currently about a minute behind on our plan, at least a minute.
Yep.
And then 0.7 currently behind on our fuel. So we'll see what that reads. So you can see that even though you might be behind on your first or second checkpoints, as the flight plan progresses, you could play catch up. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool.
I call that 1320, 5.7.
Cool.
And
What's your next heading?
083.
All right, let's steer to that. So we're dead reckoning blindly. Now we're checking to see, could we see our next checkpoint? What's your next checkpoint?
KRIV.
Cool, do you see it?
Right there.
Excellent, let's steer the plane towards it.
So we got to go way more left.
Good. That's good, right there. You see the airport?
Yep.
Cool. Good. And if it's not enough, you'll steer more left.
Right.
Looks like we need more left. Don't stop until the airport is smack in front of us. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool. That's what pilotage is called. Excellent. And what should we see time and fuel when we get there?
15 minutes and 6 gallons of fuel.
Cool. So right now, how much behind are we approximately in terms of time with our whole plan?
We're give or take a minute behind. We're about maybe half a gallon.
Behind on fuel?
Behind on fuel.
Cool, so about a minute behind on time and about half a gallon on fuel?
Yep.
Excellent. Possibly, if we kept going all the way to Lake Havasu, we could probably catch up. My guess would be we would, especially with that nice tailwind.
Okay.
But you see what this kind of comes down to?
Yep.
Am I ahead or behind? You see the hole, we steer to the heading, and then you make sure, look out, pilotage. Oh, I see it, move the plane towards it.
Right.
Make sense?
Yep.
Solid. Let's see once we're above March Air Force Base, what our time and fuel looks like. What altitude does the Charlie beneath us go up to?
5,500.
Cool.
We're clear everywhere. 55, 55.
Solid.
Yeah.
Good. I like it. I like it a lot. And when do you check the time and fuel? When we are actually right above.
Above it.
Good. Solid. And what's the checkpoint after March?
Banning.
Cool. So we could see the pass, but we can't see the airport.
Right.
Cool. Solid. Eventually we'll be able to see the airport.
And I'll go ahead and call it, we'll call it 17 and 63.
Cool. How many minutes are we behind plan right now?
2 minutes.
How much are we behind with fuel?
Just 0.3.
Does the Navlog make sense?
Yeah.
Simple?
Yep.
Any questions about the Navlog?
Nope.
Cool.